My beloved child. A moment has arrived that will shake you harder than anything you've heard before. Something happened today, something no one around your special person was prepared for. And the way this news traveled, the silence that followed, the expressions that shifted, every single detail is pointing toward one truth: your life is about to collide with a moment that changes everything. Someone connected to your special person has been rushed to the hospital, and the reason behind it is not what people think. It's bigger. It's deeper. And shockingly, it drags you into the center of the storm in a way you never imagined. Another truth unfolds now, one that no one dared to speak openly. When the ambulance doors closed and panic began spreading through the air, your special person's first reaction wasn't to call family, wasn't to call relatives, wasn't to message friends. Their instinct was to whisper your name under their breath. People standing around heard it. They were confused. Why your name? Why now? But your special person didn't care who was watching, who was judging, or who was silently storing this moment to gossip later. The only thing running through their mind was the fear that this hospitalization has something to do with a warning they received days ago. Something connected directly to you, something they tried to ignore until it became impossible to run from it anymore. A chilling twist surfaces now, one that will hit your audience like a shockwave. The person hospitalized isn't just someone. This is the exact person who recently tried to manipulate your special person's decisions, who whispered doubts into their mind, who tried to turn them away from you by planting poisonous thoughts. This person had been secretly monitoring your special person's messages, their emotions, their choices, and even keeping tabs on you. They wanted control. They wanted power. And the moment your special person realized how deep the manipulation went, they snapped. A confrontation happened behind closed doors, voices raised, truths spilled, secrets exposed, and now that same person is lying in a hospital bed, facing the consequences of a truth they couldn't handle. A new layer of the story emerges, and it is far more explosive. Right before they were hospitalized, this person made a confession, one that your special person can't stop replaying in their mind. They admitted they were jealous of you, jealous of the effect you have on your special person, jealous of the way your energy pulls them in like gravity. They had been trying for months to replace you, overshadow you, remove your influence, and create distance where there was meant to be connection. They thought if they wounded your special person enough, emotionally, mentally, they could break the bond forever. But instead, the opposite happened. The pressure, the secrecy, the lies, everything collapsed all at once, and it led straight to the hospital. And now your special person feels something they've been hiding inside: regret, guilt, and a terrifying fear of losing the one person who mattered more than they admitted: you. A final revelation strikes like lightning. Your special person is now pacing floors, replaying every moment they spent listening to the wrong people, every moment they doubted you, every moment they pushed you away when deep down, they knew the connection was real. And now, with someone hospitalized because of the chaos they created, your special person is being forced to confront the truth they've been running from: your presence in their life is not accidental. Your connection is not ordinary. Your influence is not replaceable. And destiny just removed the one obstacle that kept twisting your story. Something massive is coming next. Your special person's next decision will be life-changing. And the moment you hear it, my beloved child, stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal next is heavier, sharper, and far more explosive than anything you heard in part 1. The moment that person was wheeled into the hospital, trembling, gasping for breath, and unable to form a single coherent sentence, a strange tension gripped the entire room. But the real shock came when your special person's phone lit up. A notification popped in, one they had been avoiding for days, an anonymous message containing a single sentence that made their blood run cold. This happened because of what they tried to hide from you. Go to the truth before it disappears forever. Their hands shook. Their heartbeat raced. Because they knew exactly what truth this message was referring to, the secret that connects you, your special person, and the hospitalized individual in a way that no one outside the circle can even imagine. And at that moment, your special person realized, the universe was no longer whispering. It was pushing them. A fresh twist cuts through the air like a blade. The doctors revealed that before collapsing, the hospitalized person made one final phone call, and it wasn't to family. It wasn't to friends. It wasn't even to emergency services. They dialed your special person. They tried to say something urgent about you. Their words were broken, shaking, struggling through panic. Tell them, the truth is in the envelope, don't let them walk away, it wasn't supposed to go this far. But before they could finish, their voice cracked, their breath vanished, and they collapsed on the floor. And the moment your special person heard the recording of that call, their entire world flipped upside down. Why were they trying to deliver a message that involved you? What is that envelope? And why were they suddenly desperate to reveal something they'd been hiding for months? Another revelation rises, more intense than the last. That envelope, the one mentioned in the final phone call, was discovered inside a drawer in the hospitalized person's room. Your special person hasn't opened it yet, but they already know its contents are dangerous. Not dangerous in a physical sense, but dangerous because once the truth comes out, relationships will shatter, illusions will crumble, and every lie that was keeping your special person confused will explode at once. And the most shocking part? The envelope has your name written on it. Not typed. Not printed. Handwritten, with trembling strokes, as if the writer knew their secrets were about to choke them. Your special person has the envelope in their pocket right now, and every time they touch it, their chest tightens, because they sense it contains the real reason why the hospitalized person tried so hard to keep you and your special person apart. Now listen closely, because this part is where AVD skyrockets. This is where viewers freeze in place, unable to blink. Your special person is standing in a hospital corridor, staring through a glass window at the person who tried to destroy your connection. Nurses are moving around them, machines beeping, monitors flashing life signs slowly climbing and dropping. And with every passing minute, your special person's guilt grows heavier. They're realizing that the one who manipulated them, lied to them, and twisted their heart was acting out of insecurity, jealousy, and fear of losing control. But they're also realizing something far more shocking. This hospitalization might be the exact event destiny chose to break the toxic influence permanently. Because now, for the first time ever, your special person can see clearly. They can see that the only person who truly mattered, the only one who ever carried pure intentions, was you. And now comes the moment your audience won't scroll away from, the emotional explosion that ties everything together. Your special person is preparing to open that envelope. Their fingers hover over the seal. Their breath shakes. Their mind races with flashbacks, the moments they pushed you away, the moments they doubted you, the moments they believed someone else's lies over your truth. And as their heart pounds, they whisper something so raw it can break anyone listening. If this envelope reveals that I've been wrong about them, I will never forgive myself. They know what comes next will transform everything. It will expose hidden intentions. It will clarify why this hospitalization happened. And it will bring your name back into their life in a way that no one, not even the one lying in the hospital bed, can control anymore. The truth is seconds away, my beloved child. And once it comes out, nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be the same again. My beloved child. A silence spreads across the room, heavy, slow, and impossible to ignore. As your special person finally walks out of the hospital corridor and steps into a dim corner where no one can disturb them. Because what they're about to do next requires strength they haven't had in a long time. They hold that envelope in their hands, the same envelope that carries your name, the same envelope that shook the hospitalized person enough to trigger their collapse. Your special person's fingers tremble as they slide along the sealed edge. Their chest rises sharply. Their eyes burn with 1,000 unspoken fears. They've been avoiding this moment for too long, and destiny has finally cornered them. If they don't face the truth now, their entire life will remain trapped in lies that weren't theirs to carry. A deeper twist begins unfolding, slow, heavy, magnetic. Just as they're about to open the envelope, their phone rings again. It's the doctor. And his voice carries a tone that freezes your special person mid-breath. The hospitalized person has regained consciousness for a few seconds, and the very first question they asked was, did they open the envelope? No concern about their health, no fear, no confusion, just that one desperate question. Your special person's eyes widen. Their heart drops. Because this proves the envelope is not merely a letter, it's a confession. A revelation. Something explosive enough that even on a hospital bed, that person is terrified of the truth finally reaching you. And for the first time, your special person realizes the manipulation ran far deeper than jealousy. It was fear, fear of being exposed, fear of losing control, fear of losing your special person to the one they were meant to be with from the beginning, you. A new layer hits harder than the last. The doctor continues speaking, revealing another piece of the puzzle. Before collapsing, the hospitalized person requested to speak to only one person, your special person. They whispered something the doctor didn't fully catch, but one fragment was clear: tell them. I didn't mean for it to reach this point. They were supposed to misunderstand. Not walk away forever. This sentence repeats in your special person's mind like thunder. Because suddenly everything makes sense, every argument, every miscommunication, every distance that appeared between you two, none of it was coincidental. Someone had been twisting the truth, bending stories, hiding messages, and altering facts just enough to poison the bond between you and your special person. They didn't want you two to break forever, they wanted you to remain confused, hurt, insecure, while they stayed in control of the narrative. Now the scene shifts, and it grips your viewer's mind instantly. Your special person steps outside, into the cool air, needing space to breathe. The sky looks darker than before, clouds hanging low, as if even the universe is bracing for what's about to unfold. They take out the envelope again. Their thumb presses against the corner. Their breath shakes. And then, finally, the seal breaks with a soft tear. Time slows. Every sound around them fades. They unfold the first page. And the moment their eyes scan the opening line, something inside them shatters. It isn't a threat. It isn't an apology. It isn't a confession of jealousy. It's something far more shocking, something that rewrites everything they believed about you. The hospitalized person had been hiding a truth that proves you were never the enemy. You were the one person who could have saved your special person from their chaos all along. And now comes the emotional earthquake, the moment designed to freeze your viewers in place. As your special person reads deeper into the letter, their hands begin to tremble uncontrollably. Their lips part in disbelief. Their eyes burn with regret. Because the letter contains details about situations they never knew existed, screenshots of messages that were deleted before they could read them, confessions of lies told about you to make you seem uncaring, false stories created to pull them away from you, and even attempts to block communication between you two. Every word on the page exposes how the hospitalized person constructed a wall between you and your special person. Not because you were wrong, but because you were too right for them to handle. And when your special person realizes how brutally they misunderstood you, how deeply they let someone else's insecurities distort their perception, they whisper one sentence under their breath, soft, broken, and filled with regret: I should have chosen them. I should have stayed with them. My beloved child. A new tension rises the moment your special person finishes reading the final line of that letter. Their breath stops. Their chest tightens. Their world goes silent. Because the truth inside that envelope wasn't just a confession, it was a complete exposure of every hidden intention that poisoned your connection. And now, standing in that lonely hospital courtyard, your special person can feel something shifting inside them, something fierce, something urgent. They aren't just shocked. They aren't just guilty. They are furious. Furious at themselves, furious at the lies they believed, furious at how easily someone twisted their heart against the one person who ever showed them unconditional energy, you. Their hands clench around the paper. Their eyes burn with a determination they haven't felt in years. They know they must fix this. They know they must face you. And they know the next move they make cannot be a mistake, because destiny has already given them one final warning. The truth came too late for the liar, but right on time for the one they hurt. But a fresh twist strikes just as your special person gathers the courage to walk back inside. A nurse rushes down the hallway, urgency in her steps. She calls your special person's name. Her voice is sharp, tense. The hospitalized person has slipped back into a semi-conscious state, but before losing clarity again, they repeated one haunting sentence over and over: tell them not to leave. No explanation. No context. Just those words echoing through the walls. Your special person freezes in place. Why would they say that? Why would the one who created chaos suddenly fear you walking away? Unless they already knew the next part of the truth, the part that was never written in the letter, the part still hidden, the part that might flip this entire story upside down again. A deeper revelation rises now, slow, cold, and heavy. As your special person steps back into the room, the hospitalized person's eyes barely open. Their lips tremble. Their voice is weak, thin, fading. But they manage to speak a fragmented truth. They were meant to protect you from me, not suffer for it. I took things too far. I didn't want them hurt. I just wanted. The sentence breaks there. Their voice collapses. Machines beep faster. Nurses move in. But your special person catches it, every word. And suddenly everything becomes clearer than ever. This wasn't just jealousy. This wasn't just manipulation. This wasn't just insecurity. This was fear, fear that you would uncover things they weren't ready to reveal, fear that you would become closer to your special person than they could handle, fear that their influence was dying, and your presence was rising. They tried to twist you into the villain, but deep down, they knew you were the one who was meant to bring clarity, not chaos. And now the emotional explosion hits, strong, raw, breathtaking. Your special person stands there, staring at the person who weaponized their insecurities, who built walls out of lies, who constructed shadows over your light. But instead of anger, what your special person feels is a heavy regret, because the real mistake wasn't the liar's influence, the mistake was trusting the wrong heart. They run their hand through their hair, overwhelmed. They whisper under their breath. If only I had listened to my intuition, if only I hadn't doubted them, none of this would have happened. Their chest aches. Their mind races. And in that moment, they realize something powerful, something that hits harder than any revelation so far: your connection wasn't broken. It was stolen. And now that the truth is back in their hands, they're ready to fight for it. A final twist unfolds like thunder, one that pulls the viewers in without letting them blink. Your special person steps outside again, gripping the letter tightly. Their eyes lock onto the sky as if demanding answers. They replay every moment with you, every smile, every argument, every silence, every missed call, every misunderstanding. And suddenly, they decide. Not a weak decision. Not a confused decision. A decision so strong it shakes everything inside them. They are coming back to you. They are ready to tell you the truth, every detail, every lie exposed, every manipulation undone. They are ready to show you the letter. They are ready to admit every mistake they made. And they are ready to rebuild the connection destiny protected, even when both of you didn't realize it. Because now, nothing is stopping them. My beloved child. The night deepens as your special person finally steps away from the hospital, but the truth inside them is louder than the silence outside. Their footsteps hit the pavement with a force that almost echoes the storm in their chest. Every minute since reading that letter, their mind has been replaying moments with you, moments they misjudged, feelings they suppressed, words they swallowed, choices they shouldn't have made. Their heart is beating faster than their steps because the reality has fully sunk in. They lost time with you because they listened to the wrong voice. And now, with the truth exposed, a fire rises inside them, an urgency so intense that destiny itself feels like it's pushing them forward. They aren't confused anymore. They aren't torn anymore. They aren't blinded by anyone's whispers anymore. They know what they want. They know what they feel. And for the first time, they know exactly who they were meant to return to, you. A ripple of fate crawls through the air as your special person reaches their car, gripping the steering wheel until their knuckles whiten. Their heart feels heavy with guilt, but the guilt doesn't paralyze them, it fuels them. They replay the hospitalized person's final trembling words, the fear, the regret, the warnings that came too late, and in that moment they realize something life-changing. If someone tried this hard to separate you two, if someone invested months manipulating emotions and twisting truths, it's because your connection was powerful enough to threaten them. This realization hits your special person like a lightning strike. You weren't the problem. You were the solution they didn't want them to reach. And now that your special person sees it clearly, their mind sharpens with one unshakable decision: they will not allow another lie, another shadow, another voice to come between you again. They will protect what destiny gave them. And they will do it with a determination they never had before. A breathtaking twist rises just as your special person starts the engine. Their phone vibrates with a message. A message sent hours ago but delayed by the chaos, a reminder of something you once said, something simple but powerful, something they ignored when they should have listened. The words flash across the screen like a sign from the universe itself. And suddenly, their breath catches. Their heart squeezes. Their eyes soften. Because in that moment, they remember exactly why they fell for you. Your sincerity. Your clarity. Your patience. Your intuition. Everything about you was honest, genuine, and steady, while someone else's influence was a storm of confusion. This realization breaks something open inside them. They lean back in the seat, close their eyes for a moment, and whisper to themselves, "I didn't lose them. I left them behind. And now I'm going back." There is no hesitation. No doubt. No fear. Just a certainty that feels almost spiritual. Your connection was meant to survive this, and destiny just cleared the path. A new emotional surge hits as your special person begins driving, each streetlight flashing across their face like a countdown. Their mind races through every memory with you, the laughter, the silence, the distance, the moment things fell apart, the moment you walked away because you were tired of being misunderstood. And with every memory, their regret grows sharper. They grip the letter tightly beside them, knowing that this paper holds the truth that will heal everything. They imagine the moment they will show it to you, the moment you read the words that prove you were never wrong. They imagine your eyes widening, your silence, your shock, your breath catching. And they know the responsibility now rests on them, to face you not with excuses, but with truth. Not with pride, but with honesty. Not with fear, but with clarity. This time, they are coming to you not halfway, but fully. Completely. With everything revealed. And finally, my beloved child, destiny shifts again as your special person slows down near the place where they first felt something real for you. Their heart races with a mix of fear and hope, because they know the next step will determine everything. They step out of the car, gripping the letter that carries your name. The wind rushes past them, carrying a strange calm, as if the universe itself is waiting to witness what happens next. And as they stand there, staring into the distance, they whisper a vow under their breath, soft, firm, undeniable: I'm not losing them again. Not after knowing the truth. This isn't a moment of confusion. This isn't a moment of hesitation. This is the moment destiny chooses to rewrite everything. The truth has been revealed. The illusions have fallen. The manipulation is over. And now your special person is walking toward you with the full force of clarity, intention, and fate guiding every step. The story is far from over. My beloved child. The night feels strangely alive as your special person steps forward, holding that letter like it's the key to everything they once lost. The wind brushes against their skin, but the real storm is inside their chest, because this moment is heavier than anything they've faced before. They aren't thinking about the past anymore. They aren't thinking about the hospitalized person, the lies, the manipulation, or the regrets that used to suffocate their clarity. Right now, their mind is locked on one thing, one direction, one truth: you. Your face, your voice, your energy, your absence, it all floods through them so powerfully that their hands shake. They realize the gravity of what they're about to do. Because approaching you after everything that happened isn't just an emotional decision. It's fate pulling them toward the only person whose presence ever made sense in a world full of noise. A deeper shift unfolds as they begin walking toward the building where you last stood, every step carrying the weight of months of confusion, misjudgment, and heartbreak. But what they feel right now isn't shame. It isn't hesitation. It's a burning need to make things right. They replay the exact moment you walked away, the moment your silence replaced the connection you once shared, the moment they watched you slowly fade from their life because someone else whispered lies into their ears. That memory hits them so hard that they stop for a second, gripping the railing beside them. Their throat tightens. Their eyes sting. Because for the first time, they fully understand how deeply they hurt you without meaning to. They whisper into the darkness, voice raw and trembling, "They didn't deserve the pain I made them carry." The air around them almost quivers with the truth of that realization. A new, shocking twist lands like thunder inside their mind. The letter they hold doesn't just expose lies, it contains something else, something they didn't process in the chaos of the hospital. As they unfold the second page again, a specific line burns into their vision, clearer this time. They never walked away because they didn't care, they walked away because they were hurting, alone, and tired of feeling unwanted. Your special person reads that sentence over and over, each repetition hitting them like a blow to the heart. Suddenly, the missing piece clicks. You weren't distant. You weren't cold. You weren't uninterested. You were exhausted from fighting for someone who wasn't fighting back. And that realization rips through them with a force so strong that they grip the letter until it bends. Their heart aches with a painful clarity. You weren't the one who abandoned the connection, they did, without even realizing it. The emotional intensity rises as your special person finally reaches your door. Their breath becomes unsteady. Their palms sweat. Their heart races so fast it feels like it might burst through their chest. Because this moment, this single moment, is where everything changes. They lift their hand to knock, but their fingers hover mid-air as memories flash in rapid succession. The first time you looked into their eyes, the way your energy made them feel grounded, the warmth you carried even when you were hurting, the quiet strength you showed when they unintentionally pushed you away. These memories aren't just nostalgia, they're revelations. They whisper a truth your special person ignored for too long. You were the one who cared the most, even when you received the least in return. And now, my beloved child, destiny sharpens into its most electrifying point. Your special person finally knocks, once, slowly, with a trembling intention that carries a universe of unspoken emotions. They whisper under their breath, voice cracking, "Please, just open the door." Because they aren't here to argue, or explain, or justify. They aren't here to pretend everything is fine. They are here with a letter full of truth, a heart full of clarity, and a soul full of regret. They are here to face you with the honesty they should have given you long ago. Behind that door stands the person they lost. In their hands lies the truth that could rebuild everything. And as the silence stretches, their heartbeat becomes loud enough to drown out the world. This is the moment destiny stops watching and starts intervening, because when that door opens,